Bought a fake pregnancy belly to surprise my BF. Put it on and looked at myself in the mirror. Looked really convincing. Suddenly a wave of dysphoria and negative thoughts hit me. Thoughts of how I'll never be a real mother hit me like a truck. Started crying, broke down on the floor in tears. Cried for like an hour before I emotionally recovered. Put belly away and can't even look at it now. I played myself. Now do it all again, but while your BF washes so he will make you feel better. Why would you do that to yourself? Why are women like this? Me 5'10", average 6 out of 10 male. Have a crush on grocery store worker. She's 5 out of 10 but has massive boobs and a cute demeanor. Go to the grocery store every day even if I don't need anything. Try to make small talk. Don't really make any progress, just talk about basic stuff like the weather or the food I'm buying. Get idea to make her jealous. Find 7 out of 10 Stacy on Tinder and agree to hang out. Take her to grocery store and make sure my crush rings us up. She doesn't care and even compliments Stacy's outfit. Go alone to grocery store after a couple of days and she doesn't mention that I was with a girl and doesn't seem to have cared. Make it a point to tell her that the girl I was with wasn't my GF and just a date. Says okay and starts ringing up next customer. WTF. I've literally been talking to her for months and tip every time I go, at least $2 to $5. And she doesn't care that I was with another girl? What do I do now, bros? Decide to work out at the gym for the first time ever. Work out legs. 3 days later, legs still hurt. My body isn't the same anymore. 27. The best years to build a nice body have passed. The best years to learn how to socialize have passed. The best years to learn how to F have passed. I'm a skinny virgin loser with no friends and nothing I can do will ever change that. What's the point in trying? Before I leave for work, notice boyfriend watching a TF2 video. Get home from work, notice boyfriend watching the same TF2 video. Check up on it, it's a 12-hour video of a guy talking about PL Badwater. Boyfriend spent his whole day watching some guy talk about a TF2 map. Yeah man, yeah he did. It's perfectly reasonable and I do that as well. Back in the 80s, a dude could work at an effing shoe store and have a house and family. That's the number one reason why millennials and zoomers don't want to work. There are no rewards for it. If you can live a decent life working a 40-hour work week, then there's no point in working. Then you become miserable, depressed and angry. The only people who are even close to happy right now are upper middle class and the very wealthy. And of course, all they do is complain about people not wanting to work. A friend of mine is worth about 3 million and he works for fun. He says if he doesn't work, he gets depressed. And now that he works, he's happier. He says he doesn't understand why people our age and younger, we're both millennials, about 35 years old, don't want to work. I explained to him that having an option to work like he does is the reason why he isn't miserable. That and the fact that he has never ever had to worry about money. If he wants something, he just goes out and buys it. Unless there's a reward for working full-time, there is no contentment for the worker, period. Housing, transportation, food and clothing aren't luxury items. I mean, housing and transportation kind of really are. I mean, if you count cars. And they should be provided to people who work. I am not a communist, but it just does not make sense that in one of the wealthiest and most prosperous nations on earth, oh, you're from US, yeah, I take that back. Transportation is not a luxury for you, you poor, poor people. That we have literally millions of people who cannot afford to live with any sense of contentment because they are constantly working for zero rewards. Paying your rent or mortgage is not a reward. Paying your bills for essentials is not a reward. Paying for a car that's just good enough to get you to work is not a reward. Paying taxes that don't go to helping you or your community at all is not a reward. That's a punishment. There are going to be major changes to the way people live and make money over the next 10 to 20 years. Just a prediction. Young people are fed up. Be me. Work for a big organization. New huge building. My office is on the 4th floor. Every morning the lifts are crowded no matter how early it is. Check the stairs. Abandoned. Start taking the stairs exclusively. Feel energized throughout the day. Coworkers started joining me. Even the fat guy is joining. Fast forward. Humidity issues in the stairwell. Black mold started to spread everywhere. Coworkers stopped taking the stairs. Filed a complaint. Received an answer, the stairs are for emergency use only. You are advised to use the many lifts located in the attached map as shown. My face when I still take the stairs. Pictorial of Japan's flag. Lowest obesity rate in the developed world. Lowest average calorie consumption in the developed world. Also the highest life expectancy in the world. CICO really does explain everything, doesn't it? High stress, high alcohol consumption. Everyone smokes, everything is deep fried, radioactive fish, and somehow these people live the longest? I'm actually kinda not sure which country you described, but okay. Remember when we used to think women were attracted to guys with nice personalities, who were intelligent and hardworking? Remember when we used to think there were girls that didn't have casual sex because they had morals? Remember when we thought women were just like men but just happened to be women? Remember when we thought there was a girl out there that was really different from the others and not just LARPing, that had interests and hobbies and delved deep into subjects and could think critically for herself without relying on the consensus of the group? Remember when we thought girls really didn't like to be objectified and sexualized? That they only wanted to make sweet love and it was men that were dirty pigs that only thought of violent sex? Remember when we took women seriously and thought they meant what they said? When we believed they didn't test or were inconsistent and could actually take responsibility for their actions and would gladly do so in proportion to their powers? It was all lies. Now it's in the open. How the cultural climate changed. The 2000s feel like another world. Be me, 19-year-old 6'6" unit student. Most of the contact hours are spent in groups of 8 to 13 people. Be with the same girl in back-to-back courses. She's about 5'5", blonde, piercing, blue eyes, kind, smart, funny and modest. We have to do a project in pairs, so I ask her. She sits next to me when there's other closer seats available. We work together a bit and she seems to enjoy talking to me. She texts me saying she's a bit ill and asks if we can reschedule. Chat for a bit and I say I hope she's feeling better soon. She responds with a red heart emoji. Obviously I'm not gonna start anything till our project is done, but do you guys think I might be in there? She's really lovely. You become this girl. Third year at private high school in Europe in some ridiculously expensive school with heated pools, helicopters, private lessons on instruments, skiing resorts, etc. Your IQ is now 146 and exerting effort is easier for you. Expected to take over your father's multi-billion-dollar robotics company after you graduate from college. But your Giga Chad brother can also do it, leaving you to pursue other things. What would you do in this particular situation? Be happy because I'm finally a woman. I will never be a woman. And I am also rich and smart. My IQ was 139 in 10th grade. LOL. Anyway guys, if you liked the video make sure to like, comment and subscribe. Bye!